I suppose we need to commercialize sports, don't we, Sharon? That perhaps the sports association, whom I know many of them are trying to promote their respective association and earn money and get grants in order to run the association. What about the idea of, I'm asking all three, any of you can jump in now, so it's an open question. What about the idea of sports associations or even the major stakeholders have a marketing arm, a pure business development commercial arm, like the way they sell the Indian, do you watch the Indian badminton league? Right? A lot of people watch that, and with respect, minus our Chong Wei and gang, the rest were not that good. But we all end up watching that tournament, you know. It's actually commercialization. What about the idea about sports association having a commercial arm, which will, of course, help the sports association and athletes? What do you think?
I think sports association has been doing well in Malaysia. Just that to improve, it should manage like a corporate business. It should have someone with a marketing knowledge in there, because whether you like it or not, we need money in sports association. For now, to be frank, just my own opinion that so far they are doing well, just that you need to think like a business person.
Yeah.
How do we generate money? How do we attract the sponsor? For example...
But then they'll also expect to be paid like a corporate figure, so it's a catch-22, double-edged sword, right?
Yeah. For example, SRAM, Squash Racket Association of Malaysia. We have Azlan, we have Ong Beng Hee, we have Nicole David. And why do we only have CIMB? Nicole David, 7-time world champion. I'm very sure if someone in SRAM, I mean they have been doing a good job and still doing a good job, but if they think like a business person, try to market who they have now, I'm very sure they can attract a lot of sponsors. Yeah.
I also think that's great sports contracting by CIMB, because they will have legally tied down Persatuan and Nicole.
Make it a exclusive contract.
I think it is an exclusive contract.
So that's where marketing strategies become very important. But other than looking at sports association, let's look also at the athlete's point of view. From the athlete's point of view, what do you think, Charlie, as you're still involved now, what do you think for an athlete, how do you see inwards to improve ourselves and become world beaters? Because let's face facts. Azlan hit the spot. We only have 20 million Malaysians to sell our thing. Of course, if you add in the illegal Bangladeshis, like the new 27 million, but 20 million Malaysians to sell our face to, how do we tap overseas market? You know, like let's look at English Premier League. England has about, correct my geography, 50 million people, right? But 1 billion people watch Manchester United play Liverpool. So where the other 950 million people came from is marketing, right? But one of the reasons why they can market is because the athletes are very good. The football players are really, really good. What do you think we can do to make ourselves better? Any comments for the young? Because you're already there, you're on top. What about the next one?
Definitely more marketing of athletes in terms of those already there and those coming up, like better grooming and also like better education in terms of like what can they do in like in contracts, and if like somebody were to sponsor them, what should they get out of the contract, what should they get out of the sponsorship and their rights.
So I suppose we can educate the parents also, not to be all about education. All about education. What about this idea? Why don't we adopt the American system where athletes get scholarships? What do you all think about that?
We do have that system now actually by the Ministry of Higher Education. I'm actually on the first class scholarship from the Ministry of Higher Education, which I think is a very good scholarship, because not only do they pay my school fees, I also get a bit of allowance from them, whereas for my scholarship from my university itself, it only covers my tuition fees.
Yeah, I think it's a really fantastic effort from Ministry of Higher Education, which right now under Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, Sektor Pengajian Tinggi, where they give scholarship, and they have 4 levels. Paling minimum pun kalau you wakil negeri Sukma pun you dapat paling minimum and they pay for your fees. I think that's a very good thing to encourage, like we have discussed, after junior, after 17 years old, where do you go? And to be realistic, parents want their children to have good education, to have the paper, at least a degree. At the same time, as an athlete, I want to pursue my dream to be a professional athlete. So I think with the effort to have sports scholarship, I think we can go for both. Because I myself have experienced before. I was a local graduate here, and after that, when I graduated, I pursued my dream to be a pro player. So that is why specifically my academy, Sharon Wee Squash Pro, I actually help squash players after 17 years old, give them some consultation, what they need to do, what they need to do, where do they go, and recommend them to universities in Malaysia. And one more thing about Charlie, X Factor. Sponsors, I believe they want to know which athlete they want to sponsor. Not only you are as good looking as Azlan, because not everybody are as good looking. For me, I think everybody has their own X Factor. Tak apalah kalau you're not that pretty or not that handsome, but being an elite athlete, you must have that special thing. I'm very sure it could be your desire, it could be your hard work, kan? So X Factor is very important for the sponsor. Then you have to be presentable as well. The way you speak. Sorry to say, I've spoken to Datuk Sri Zoki Place and Boom as well. Most of our athletes, state and also national athletes, I think they need some guidance on communication. Because you represent the country, you represent yourself. Katakan after Olympic, you menang emas. Then the whole world come to you. Then you speak la, and all the language are all over. So the whole world will watch you and they will judge you by first impression. So I think we need that communication.
That reminded me of David Beckham. When TV exploded in Malaysia, and in 1995, 96, I remember, I got to see Beckham speak live and I laughed. Because he spoke with a very funny chipmunk voice. So, but I don't know how he managed to put so many tattoos and then he started to sell himself and market himself, richest sportsman in the world. But any questions from the floor? Just jump in, please jump in. Can I?